What's up, Steelers Nation? Today we're tackling a burning question. Are the Steelers stuck paying TJ Watt whatever he wants? With the 2025 NFL Draft just around the corner, there's a lot of chatter about Watt's future with Pittsburgh, especially when contract negotiations hit a crossroads. Let's break it down. For starters, think about TJ Watt's resume. Drafted in the first round back in 2017 out of Wisconsin, he's spent all 8 of his NFL seasons with the Steelers. Over that time, he's cemented his place as not only one of the best pass rushers in franchise history, but also among the elite in the entire league. When you're dropping numbers like that, leading the Steelers defense through thick and thin, it's hard to imagine letting him walk away or even trade him for anything less than a blockbuster return. In fact, in the modern era, it's practically unthinkable to see franchise icons like Ben Roethlisberger or Troy Polamalu in someone else's uniform. And here we are, questioning whether Watt can ever be moved. Now, let's take a historical perspective. Sure, there are examples of star players who eventually ended up in different jerseys. Think Franco Harris suiting up for the Seahawks or James Harrison's memorable days with the Bengals. But those moves happened in eras with different market forces and contract structures. Today, with a high-caliber pass rusher like Watt, the market would value him so astronomically that the Steelers are in a unique position. They're not just paying for production, they're investing in a legacy. If you're making a list of the greatest pass rushers to ever don the black and gold, Watt sits right at the top. So, is this enough for Watt to earn himself a lifetime pass to Steelers Nation, regardless of how much he demands? From our perspective, absolutely. Pay Watt whatever he wants. In the short term, it might force the Steelers to make some tough roster decisions or even dip into future assets. But look at the upside. TJ Watt doesn't just create disruption on the field. He changes the dynamics of every opposing offense he faces. When his presence forces teams to adjust game plans or widen their passing lanes, that's an intangible benefit that's hard to quantify. Consider the alternative. Trading a generational talent for a return that might seem tempting on paper, but would ultimately leave a hole in the defense. The Steelers' identity has been built, in large part, on having a relentless, disruptive edge rusher. So, if the decision comes down to whether to trade Watt or to invest heavily in keeping him, the answer is clear. The Steelers should be willing to pay him what he's worth because his impact on the field is second to none. The bottom line? In today's free agent market, superstar talent like Watt sets new standards for what teams are willing to invest in. And when you're talking about a player who's been a cornerstone of your defense for nearly a decade, sometimes you've just got to make the call. Pay him whatever he wants. Sure, it might mean some short-term sacrifices elsewhere on the roster, but that's the price of greatness. So Steelers Nation, what do you think? Do you agree that paying TJ Watt top dollar is the only way to keep this generational talent in Pittsburgh? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the NFL's hottest topics, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay bold, keep the black and gold shining, and remember that in Pittsburgh, excellence is always worth the investment.